my friends, and welcome to The Witcher 2, Assassins of Kings. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Jesika, and I love playing video games, obviously. I do post a new Let's Play video every single day, 7 days a week. My current daily Let's Play series is Dragon Age Inquisition, and starting today, my bi-weekly extended Let's Play series will be Witcher 2, Assassins of Kings. I have just completed my Witcher 1 Let's Play series, and I will include a link to the playlist in the description box below should you wish to catch up on my previous decisions, one of those words. And if you like what I do here, I hope you will consider hitting that subscribe button and sticking around for all my future gaming adventures. And now that my shameless plugs are out of the way, back to The Witcher. So this Let's Play will be in the vein of my previous ones, meaning I will try and do every quest, talk to everyone, explore everywhere, read journal entries, quest entries, all sorts of entries, all those things. I do try and take my time when playing a game for the first time, so this will not be a speedy playthrough. I did also do some research into mods and ended up only installing one for a minor bug at some point in the game that was on several lists, and I will include that in the description box below as well. I have also tried to pre-adjust sound settings, so cross fingers it works from the beginning, but if not, I will just have to adjust as I go. And I think that was everything on my list to go over before we could begin. Now, when I started the game, there is a cutscene that I've been skipping past, but when I was poking around looking for sound options, I found that cutscene and one other that I want to watch before we begin the game. So we are going to go to extras and then to the Demavend assassination. Well, if that is the level of cutscenes and graphics and awesomeness that is going to be in this game, I am even more excited. I mean, like, the music was amazing. The assassin was amazing. And oh my gosh, it was so good. Like, he swims up and like he has to blow water out his nose. I mean, that's totally realistic. The sorcerer guy who like regrets his life decisions, but he's there with the king and smacking his head. And then the assassin who pulls the deceased guard in front of him to avoid the fire bolt or bomb or whatever it was. Oh my gosh, it was so good. It was so good. And it's so nice that they tied it in so well with the end of Witcher 1. Spoilers, Geralt saves the king from an assassin who looked like a witcher, and now this assassin is doing like witchery looking signs and stuff and is all agile like a witcher. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, I need to stop babbling. So the other cutscene was on Witchers. It says a movie describing what it means to be a witcher.
Witchen, or Witchers, an elite and mysterious caste of warrior monks. In popular lore, they're portrayed as possessing magic powers and superhuman abilities. Witchers were believed to combat evil spirits, ghastly monsters, and all manner of dark forces. It's possible that Witchers had animal eyes, which granted them sight in near darkness, rendering survival probable in encounters with fiends both subterranean and nocturnal, kobolds, vampires, and ghouls. Witchers used their silver swords to kill creatures of magic provenance, wraiths, cursed souls, and striggers. With their swords of meteorite steel, they felled non-magic beasts, and the occasional human who refused to pay for services rendered. In combat, witchers would go into a trance, induced, it's supposed, through self-hypnosis or the consumption of intoxicants. They fought with blind abandon, sensing absolutely no pain, ignoring even serious injuries, which fed fears and superstitions about their unearthly powers. There is little doubt that witchers were perceived to be vile beings who could bring misfortune down upon common folk with their gaze alone. The heroes of fairy tales and other yarns, witchers entered the folklore of the Nordlings. This is true of one especially, Geralt the Riv, known as the White Wolf. Listen now to one of the legends about him.
Oh, I like how they did that. How the game is one of the legends about The Witcher. So that's everything that I wanted to do. So now, like 8 minutes later, we can finally start the game. The cutscenes were totally worth it though, come on. So we're gonna import my Witcher 1 save, and I'm guessing we'll just go with the highest number, 648, Order of the Flaming Rose. Do you want to begin the tutorial? Well, from what all of you, well, not all of you, what many of you have told me in the comments of my Witcher 1 video is that Witcher 2 is completely different when it comes to gameplay. So yes, I would like to be retaught how to be a Witcher. Hey friends, Editing Jesika here. Remember how I said like 5 minutes ago that I like to do everything and read everything? Well, that includes even during the tutorials, because there was a lot of information that it gave me. So I did do all that for about 25 minutes. But as nothing super exciting happened, and I want this video to be more gameplay than tutorial play, we're gonna skip to the end. Right about here. Oh my gosh, there's so many of you. There are so many of you. Oh God. All right, I got 2 down. Oh, and there's a freaking monster as well.
Come on!
Yeah, come on. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, Geralt. You have completed the tutorial, and you have been found wanting. Well, that was a really long tutorial. I mean, that was like really long. Okay. I guess I'll be playing on easy mode for now. I imagine I could turn up later, but if the game is telling me to play easy, then I should probably play easy. It's okay. It's our first time. I would expect to be judged and found wanting. Okay, let's just move forward. Indeed, naught is more repulsive than those monsters that defy nature and are known by the name of Witcher, as they are the offspring of foul sorcery and witchcraft. Unscrupulous scoundrels without conscience and virtue, they are They are veritable creatures from hell, capable only of taking lives. Monstrum, a portrayal of witchers. Anonymous. Six years have passed since that memorable day when the Northern Kingdoms, their forces united, defeated the hosts of Nilfgaard in open battle at Brunna. Famine and disease reign in all the north. Elves and dwarves inhabit ghettos. In ever-increasing numbers, they flee to the forests to join the scoia'tael units. In Temeria, an unidentified assassin attempts to murder King Foltest. The killer dies at the hands of Geralt of Rivia, a professional monster slayer. A month passes. On the banks of the Pontar River, Foltest's army is victorious once more, ending civil strife in the country, yet the price of this triumph proves immense. Temeria, the year 1271.
Come on, Sixes. Daddy needs you. Oh, shit.
Ha! 20 orange to Grandad.
Looky there. He's awake. You daft! Don't go in there!
Shut it. He's in chains. Can't do a thing.
Am I right, Master Geralt? Roll again!
Why?
The dice didn't roll!
Calling me a cheat? Take it back.
Look, he's awake again.
Monster slayer, my ass. A regular whoreson.
I heard witches all start out as roadside orphans taken in by mages. Mages who experiment on them.
Folks say they plough witches come the equinox.
That's how they get those spooky eyes.
Enough! Take him down and put him in the interrogation room.
I thought you died.
I'm not so easy to kill. I don't believe we've been introduced. Vernon Roche.
Oh, well, I'd shake your hand if I could, but yeah, very funny.
Fuck you.
Geralt.
Nasty. And after we've been through so much.
Same side of the barricade then, opposite sides of the table now.
You can change that.
You want me to sit on your lap?
Vess! Unshackle him. You will tell me everything you remember. The entire assault. And all that happened in the Solar.
And if I refuse?
I shall have to beat you. I've commanded the Special Forces for a while. Got good at beating others. You're a witcher. You'd endure much.
You better believe it.
Worst case scenario, you'll suffer through it, go back to your cell, and tomorrow, they'll publicly gut you, skin you, and hang you.
Just like that? For nothing?
No, for Temeria.
Downright praiseworthy. Where should I start?
It was a long day. I wish to hear the important bits.
Okay, that morning the king summoned me, the assault, we split up at the monastery. Well, I suppose we should start in the morning?
Just so we're clear on this, I was not eager to go into battle, but Foltest is not someone you refuse.
Witcher, are you up? His Majesty, King of Temeria, Pontar, Mahakam, and Sodden, Senior Protector of Bruges, summons Master Geralt to appear before him.
Tell him I'll be there shortly.
Sorry to intrude like this, milady, but the king...
We heard you.
A pleasant day to you, milady. Witcher...
Stupid war. Could have been such a beautiful morning.
A war can never be stupid when waged by your king.
There are no wise wars. People are dying because of a lover spat. Well, I do remember one of you recommended, or you gave me a link for a video to watch once I finished The Witcher 1, and to summarize, it was Geralt talking to, I forget who he was talking to, but they were going over all the different kings, and it talked about Foltest was going to war to get his illegitimate children back or something along those lines, I think. So I'm going to go with the second one since it is because of a lover spat. At least that's what it sounds like.
They've cleared the forests, they're pillaging nearby villages, and they'll soon be murdering each other en masse. Why? Because Foltest's having a spat with the mother of his bastard twins. This is a really stupid war, Triss.
Bastards or not, the children are still royal blood. The Valettes are an old Temerian dynasty, and the mix is sufficient basis to vie for the crown. History has known stranger contenders.
Which doesn't change the fact that...
I know. Foltest and the other northern monarchs are neither the smartest nor the most refined, but they're kings, one of whom we serve.
And I'll see Foltest is summoned, protect him if need be. But once the castle falls, we leave.
Did you dream of the wild hunt again?
Mm-hmm.
That dream. A scout reported seeing a dragon. I don't want to fight a dragon. I fight enough dragons in Inquisition. Learn anything about the assassin. Well, let's see if I can get through all of them.
I get the feeling that dream's important. Running frantically through the forest. The wild hunt. They're the last things I remember. I wake up and try to relive the dream and the memory, hoping I'll find some guidance. Some clue to grab onto. Something that'll help me recover my memory.
Dreams can be very powerful. Some people claim they can even shape reality.
People claim a lot of things. The problem is, it's often nonsense.
We'll know in time. I'm sure of it.
A scout reported seeing a dragon.
One of the scouts swears he saw a dragon down by the river. Claims he ran into a scoia'tael unit. That would have been it if the dragon hadn't swooped down. The elves apparently bowed in prayer and he escaped.
A dragon in the midst of civilization? Please. Besides, does it matter? Witchers don't hunt dragons. Or has something changed?
Nothing's changed. And you're right. It's probably not a dragon, although it could be a fork-tail or a slizzard. Maybe even an overgrown wyvern.
The scout ran into some elves and scurried away. That's how that story begins and ends.
Well, it's good to know I don't have to fight a dragon, or at least I hope not. Although, why were elves bowing down and worshiping a dragon? Is that a thing? I mean, I don't know, but maybe. And learn anything about the assassin. I'm assuming this is the assassin for Foltest, right?
The unlucky assassin? How did the autopsy go?
It was a nightmare. In the months since you killed him, the king's medics poked around in his corpse like a bunch of amateurs. What arrived in that cart? Well, I wouldn't even call it a corpse.
Foltest has some trust issues. Did you learn anything?
His pupil suggested he could probably see in the dark as well as you. I couldn't put an age on him.
The killer snuck past all the guards and nearly killed Foltest and me a month ago. And now you tell me he was a witcher?
Possibly. I'm just saying what the autopsy showed. I haven't told anyone, nor do I plan to. I know what it could do to you if it got out. You might be a savior, a king's witcher now, but masters can be as fickle as the colts they ride.
Well, I guess it's time to go.
All right. Time to look to the lustful king and his stupid war.
I'll join you later.
But it's Triss, my girl Triss. Spoilers if you didn't watch my Witcher 1 series. I did pick Triss over Shani all day, every day. We did go with the, like, we're companions, but we're not gonna get married and have kids route. But I kind of like that she's here. It's kind of awesome. I've got an introduction. Welcome to the prologue. Help introduce you to the story and something else. So let's hit my fancy Z button and get some looting. Oh, I can quick save F5. Yes, that's pretty standard. And I had some stuff pop up from my journal, I think. So quests. I have By the King's Will, the Dungeons of the Valettes, and then Assassins of Kings. So when Geralt thwarted the plan of the Grand Macer, Master? Do you mean Master game? Of the Word of the Flaming Rose. I mean, the first sentence I'm reading, I think, well, outside of the cutscene bits, and it's already a spelling mistake. I love it. I love this game. It seemed the situation in Vizima would return to normal sooner or later. A blow came from an unexpected quarter. As the Witcher was collecting his reward from King Foltest, an assassin sneaked into the throne room of the royal palace. Foltest would have perished if not for the Witcher's presence of mind. Geralt defeated the would-be Kingslayer and thus saved the monarch's life by the Witcher. But the Witcher was left wondering who had sent the killer and why. Intriguingly, the assassin seemed very similar to a Witcher, so much so that he might even have been one. And the Dungeons of the Valettes tell Roche about the assault on the castle. So, I'm in the present, I'm in prison, but in the past, I'm going to assault a castle. There are my words. My story begins after the fateful events in which the Witcher Geralt of Rivia, known also as White Wolf, saved Foltest, Lord Temeria, from an assassin. From that moment on, the monarch would not quit the Witcher's company, turning him from an itinerant monster slayer into a royal bodyguard, and thus causing him to suffer increasingly. However, since it's unwise to deny King, Geralt now finds himself in the lands of the Valettes, where Foltest has taken personal command of the siege of the rebel family's walled town and castle. So wait, we're sieging the Valettes, and in the present, I'm in their prison. So is that like a spoiler that we lost? Okay. Witchers know well how fickle fortune can be, and accordingly, luck had abandoned our hero within the castle walls. Due to a tragic mistake, Geralt was imprisoned in the castle's dungeon, where he had to patiently recount recent events to Vernon Roche, Foltest's right-hand man. What? We're in the prison of the people Foltest was attacking, and we're being interrogated by Foltest's right-hand man? I'm sure this will all be explained, but this is very confusing. If you wish to know just how the Witcher plunged from the pinnacle of success to the depths of misfortune, listen to my tale. I mentioned it in the in the tutorial, but I'm pretty sure I cut almost all that out in the final cut of this video. But I like that the journal is kind of like telling a story, and it totally sounds like it's Dandelion telling the story. I mean, I would assume it's Dandelion. Who else would it be, right? So by the King's Will journal, ever since Geralt saved Foltest's life, he's been fond of keeping the Witcher close, laid siege to the Baroness La Valette. Geralt found himself whiling the days away a few tents down from the King's Own in the company of Triss Merigold, a sorceress and the Witcher's lover, and Foltest's royal advisor. These were pleasant moments despite the mild restlessness that plagued our hero. On the day of assault, he was summoned by the Royal Majesty, and that is how his troubles began. So then locations, we have La Valette Castle. During my travels, I visited the dynastic abode of the La Valette family several times. Anyone who considers Vizima an impressive city is unlikely to have seen the ancestral citadel of the La Valettes. The immensity of the fortress is simply breathtaking, to the extent that calling it a mere castle is either a gross inaccuracy or a jest. Expanded over generations, the walled town boasts the greatest fortifications in Temeria and perhaps in all the northern kingdoms. That's not going to do us very good when we're assaulting the castle. The citadel is located near the strategically important White Bridge, which connects the banks of the Pontar. It commands the entire area, including nearby trade routes and the river crossing. No wonder, then, that the rebellion of the La Valettes disturbed Foltest's sleep. Yeah, it's not just about his kids, it seems like. Oh, we have lots of characters. Well, let's just do Triss, and I'll do the rest later at some point. I have known the sorceress Triss Merigold for a long time. She is one of Geralt's closest friends. The young, pretty, talented, auburn-haired mage from Maribor hardly reminded me of the giggling flapper of years past. Her knowledge, abilities, and loyalty had brought her far. A hero from Sodden, known as the 14th of the Hill, for she was mistakenly counted as the 14th mage to die in that battle. She sat on the royal council of King Foltest of Temeria, and though they say that a monarch's favor is uncertain, for the king had once expelled all mages from Temeria, Triss had managed to gain Foltest's trust. As regards to the Witcher, everyone who was witness to Triss's friendship with Geralt, anyone who saw them together, would easily confirm that these two had much in common, and it is common knowledge that an old flame never dies. Oh, monsters, crafting, tutorials, alchemy. I'll look at a lot of that stuff later. Okay, let's get out of here. I feel like we've been in here forever. Let's quick save again. And out we go. Oh, look, flower. Anything else? So I like the idea of the medallion, like, highlighting stuff to pick up. What is that? Wait, what is that? Those trebuchets? Oh, wow. Oh, whoa. Look at all those tents. This is like a proper, like, camp. Holy crap.
Morning, Sergeant.
Camp of Foltest's army, yeah. Anyway, I was saying I like the idea of the medallion, but I don't like that I can't seemingly.
Murky waters up your arse! Barrels of it! Yes, sir, Sergeant.
Did he just say murky waters? But I was saying that I don't like that I can't just spam it. Because that's what I want to do. It's very reminiscent of Dragon Age Inquisition in the search keybind. But I have to be more patient. Okay, let's start talking to people. Who is this guy? This is the Temerian recruit.
Good to see you.
Morning, Witcher.
Morning.
Those blades of yours should be useful today.
Okay. Job done. Learn anything about the assassin? Know the battle plan for today? Job done.
I did what you asked.
You killed the cockatrice. Wonderful. Tough job.
Routine Witcher's work.
I'll have your coin as soon as we finish off the La Valettes. I'll be generous, I promise.
I'd like it beforehand. Promises made before battle are often hard to keep.
Girl, you gotta speak up a little bit. I've turned down the settings all I can right now. Learn anything about the assassin?
Foltest's would-be assassin. You said you'd ask around.
I put the word out. I did.
And?
It's a riddle wrapped inside a secret.
I thought you knew people who could help.
I can give you any cutthroat in Temeria. Problem is, your assassin came from elsewhere.
You sure?
Sure as you stand before me.
Know the battle plan for today? Question mark?
Does Foltest plan to continue the siege?
No, we're to mount an assault.
Finally.
Truth be told, I'd rather sit here than risk my neck on those walls.
Alright, take care, bye.
I just know I'm gonna die. Shite, I don't want to die on a bet.
It's the Crinfrid Reaver's honour that's at stake here. This is no time to whimper.
You one of us or not?
What's going on over here?
Oh, looky there, Newboy. It's that Witcher. Geralt of Rivia ought to know about amulets.
Witcher, sir, I have a question for you.
Okay, hang on. I just realized I didn't look at my inventory to see what I have. So I've got my weapons. Oh, nice. My Mahakam Rune Sahil and Erendite got brought in from the first Witcher. My money didn't. I was hoping I'd have so much money. Armor. I have my Raven's armor. Oh, it's so pretty. And then Mage's trousers. A heliotrope sign. What's it? I don't remember a heliotrope sign. Enhancements. Oh my, that's a lot. Potions, traps, bombs. Sure. I'll be lucky if I use potions and signs, and then let alone traps and bombs. So is that everything? Alchemy, crafting, diagrams, and then everything. Okay, that is everything. Let's save again, because I have to. It's an addiction. So we have
Word
Newboy.
is, way up north, there's a tribe of wildmen who go into battle stark naked.
Whereas you'll have your trousers protecting your jewels and that magic amulet. I'll wager you'll send the Lavalettes running.
I just know I'm gonna die. Shite, I don't want to die on a bet.
Okay, why are you going to die on a bet?
It's the Crinfrid Reaver's honour that's at stake here. This is no time to whimper.
Okay.
You one of us or not?
Pulp out of him.
All right, let's talk to Newboy. Newboy, your name is Newboy? That doesn't seem right.
We know each other?
Don't recognise your old mates. We're the Crinfrid Reavers.
Okay.
I lost my memory.
As did Boholt. After the hunt for the Golden Dragon, he took a spill and hit his head on a rock. He can still be a beast in battle. Besides that, he don't do much save eat and shit. Rarely even lusts after women.
I doubt that's amnesia.
I'm Kennet, and this one here they call Desbrut, and this is Newboy. He's apprenticing with us, like. I haven't had much luck with the monsters of late, so we enlisted. Now Newboy's gotten himself into this wager situation. Would you help us for old time's sake? I mean, we all got a little riled. But those are bygones, as I see it.
We'd have set you free. The sorceress, too. Boholt was just fooling about the raping and all.
I'm sorry, what? Raping and all? What do you... you're going to have to clarify this statement. Like, right now.
What rape?
Shut your trap, Desbrut. The Witcher don't remember. Waste of words to remind him. We're old mates, that's that.
So you'd have raped this old mate?
Just the sorceress. You were there to kill the dragon, the sorceress too. The peasants wanted at it, everyone did. But there was only one prize, and we argued. There was some commotion, a regular rumble in fact. We tied you up like hogs, meaning you and the sorceress, and went after the beast. But that dragon thrashed us so hard, we spent the next half year licking our wounds. And you done freed yourselves of your bonds.
Who was the sorceress?
Raven-haired she was. Remember her name, Desbrut?
Conifer or some such. So, willing to help some old friends, Witcher?
Well, Yennefer will forever be known as Conifer to me now. But before I pick one of these, I need to have a moment where, dang, my armor looks awesome. Like, the graphics alone in this game are just amazing. It's an amazing upgrade from Witcher 1. Like, you can see the chainmail underneath his leather and, like, the words on the books and the outline, like, the detail work on his gloves and pants, and oh my gosh, this game is so awesome. Well, what's the problem, boys?
What kind of trouble are you in now?
It's a matter of life, death, and quite a bit of coin in point of fact. Newboy bet tonight that he'll survive the assault in his shirt and knickers alone. We drunk a bit by then, I admit, but a wager's a wager. Our honour's at stake.
A soldier's honor versus a knight's. I think I get it.
The very core of the matter, Witcher. We're slated to go in the first wave, so the going's liable to be hard. Newboy's brave, but he can't survive by courage alone. In any case, we've come into this bauble that's supposed to protect him, magically like. You mind casting an expert's glance at it, seeing as sorcery and such is not strange to you?
Let me see this bauble.
Your wolf medallion, I saw it shake.
It reacts to magic.
So it's true, what the priest said. Hear that, Newboy? You'll be safe. We'll fleece that night, we will.
I don't think it's that easy. The amulet could help, I doubt it. Yeah, well, where did you get this from first?
Where did you get this talisman?
We came by it, let's say. We were on patrol, see, and ran into a couple of novice priestesses praying at this shrine. They were nice, smiling and all.
We done wanted to take them two on patrol. Ho, ho, ho.
Ew.
But
Shut it! Boholt had one of his rare moments of clairvoyance, went rummaging in the shrine and found the amulet.
who knows what goes on in that head of his? But every now and then he wakes up as good old Boholt.
Aye, he still cuts them down with a single wallop. In any case, we took the amulet and went off to find the rest of the patrol. Oh, the wonders we saw. First, ran into some squirrels, vicious ones, arrows flying everywhere, but we came through untouched. Barely 3 of the others still standing when a dragon swooped down, the elves fell to their knees, and we all legged it. The amulet's magic for certain.
Though it failed to protect the shrine from your patrolling.
Aye, true. Well, now we don't know what to think.
So you stole this amulet. So I say the amulet could help you. Seems to me the amulet brings trouble. Yeah. It's infused with magic, though what kind, I don't know. I mean, like, you guys stole the amulet, then you ran into scoia'tael and then a dragon, so... yeah? Might bring trouble?
Who knows? Maybe the amulet is unlucky. Maybe it draws trouble. I doubt you left the shrine untouched. Then the scoia'tael, the dragon...
See?
I told you as much. We need to get the boys some plate.
Wait a minute. We owe the Witcher some thanks.
But we're broke as shit peddlers.
Fancy the amulet, Witcher? It might draw trouble, be cursed in some way, but you might lift the curse. Sell it off.
Sure, why not? I need money.
I'll take it.
It's all yours.
Witcher, you available for normal business still? Willing to hunt monsters?
Yeah, I'm willing. Why do you ask?
Well, 'cause we were out with those scouts that saw the dragon. No one believes us, but...
The sound in the assembly, that's us.
But
We'll find you after the battle, Witcher.
Wait.
Farewell.
But
Laugh all you like.
But what did you see? I don't...
On that shite. By sundown.
Too true. Overwhelming force. That's
All right, Melitele's heart. In Foltest's camp, Geralt ran into the Crinfrid Reavers. Having lost his memory, the Witcher no longer recalled the trouble this bunch of rogues had caused during the famous hunt for the Golden Dragon. As it turns out, Kennet, Desbrut, and Boholt had recruited a new comrade. With great originality, they called him Newboy. Did he not have a name beforehand that they could have used? I mean, seriously. The 4 were to join the assault on the Lavalette Castle that day. The problem was that the drunken Reavers had bet one of Foltest's knights that Newboy would survive the battle while attacking solely in his trousers and shirts. I mean, just big sigh. A protective amulet they had plundered from a roadside shrine was to help them. Asked for his advice, Geralt expressed doubt about the amulet's protective properties and discouraged the Reavers from undertaking their daring escapade. Newboy reasonably decided to don his armor. Obviously. Oh, and I have an entry now for him. This soldier had acquired an amulet. Geralt, okay, yeah, everything I basically just read.
They're getting what
All right, well, let's keep searching for things. I think I see a flower. Yep.
too true.
Oh, and a crate.
See him get it? I was there when it happened.
The Lavalettes will pay for this.
Time to finish him off, once and for all.
Hello.
Hiya.
Hiya.
But what is it?
What is what?
With Foltest to victory!
To victory, yeah.
Immune to disease, eh?
Yep, that's what the game keeps telling me. You're snoring.
Anything to drink?
Oh, here's some orange.
You daft. No,
And
you deaf.
Overwhelming
Wine.
force. That's what we
Hear
are.
that? They're getting what they deserve. Let's show them
Okay,
the meaning
I-
of horror.
I don't know who I should talk to and not talk to. What is that? That
Those
looks like...
trebuchets are fucking
Places of
pounding the
Power
pulp
is
out
active.
of 'em.
Enter its perimeter
Must be
to
shitting
improve
themselves
your
on the walls.
character's stats automatically. Okay.
Laugh all you like. Come the assault, you'll be slipping on that shite.
Those trebuchets are fucking pounding the pulp out of them.
I know, you keep
Must be
saying
shitting
it.
themselves on the walls.
Okay, nobody's saying anything
Laugh
over
all
here.
you like. Come the
Box.
assault, you'll be slipping on that shite.
We'll loot
Word
those.
is, way up.
Alright, I think I got everything behind me.
You going into battle, Geralt?
Yeah, that's kind of, I assume so. Use interactive objects by standing in front of them. Oh, here's another wolfsbane. Oh, and more
I'll be
boxes.
sitting down to the table at home.
Pounding the pulp out of them.
Any advice from a veteran?
No.
Your presence insults the gods. They'll turn away from us in battle.
Well, that was awful rude of you.
Slipping on that shite.
Oh, box. Shaken.
With Foltest to victory!
I wish it would be a little bit brighter or a little bit more obvious.
Those
Because I'm going to miss
trebuchets
these.
are fucking pounding the pulp out of them.
I bet you
Must be shitting
at
themselves on the
night.
walls.
I wonder, is that where I need to go? Ooh, these maps. Ooh. Wow. Can I like... Oh, I can only go so far? Well, where am I supposed to go? Over here to find the king, right? That's my
Laugh all you like.
goal. See King
Come the assault,
Foltest.
you'll be slipping on that shite.
I love maps. That map is cool. What's this down here? Ooh.
What a heap of imbeciles! You're compost, not soldiers! Keep at it and none of you will see home!
Pounding the pulp out of them.
Okay.
Must be shitting themselves on the walls.
What are you making them do?
Fall
Laugh
in!
all you like.
Move
Come the
those
assault.
feet! This is the army, not the barnyard! On the double! Move it! Now!
So many men will die, all because of one bitch.
1, 2! 1, 2! And again! That ought to teach you military manners, you rabble!
Can I,
1, 2! 1, 2! No!
Oh, training dummy for me too. I don't know why. We're just gonna take a minute.
Pulp out of them.
There we go.
Must be shitting themselves on the walls.
I do. The only thing I'm really sad about so far
An assault!
is that they don't seem to have the cool acrobatic stuff. But
Soldier with no balls.
maybe that comes later. Oh, I see a crate. Now can I talk to any of you guys?
So many men will die,
What
all because of one bitch.
Yeah.
Any advice
You're the
from
one
a
who
veteran?
crushed Salamandra.
I am the one who did that. Let's save. It's been a minute. Who are you over there? Flexing your arm, strong arm.
Greetings. Can I interest you in a worthy cause? We could use your support.
Okay.
What's the cause?
A veterans fund for former fighting men of need.
Found anyone gullible enough to fall for that?
There's nothing to fall for. It's just some arm wrestling.
Arm wrestling?
Yeah, why? You put down some coin and we wrestle. Win and the pot is yours. Lose and... well, the coin goes to the fund. Care to test your strength?
Sure, we can totally do that. Yeah, I'll bet one.
Hey, you're the one who crushed Salamandra.
Keep the indicator in the yellow field. Oh, okay. Oh, no, I'm barely touching it. I'm not touching the mouse. Get him, Geralt. Get him. Oh no. Yay, first try.
Well, that's some strength you've got in that arm of yours. Hey, you're the one who crushed Salamandra.
Yeah, I know. You keep telling me that. I never have won an in-game game on the first try. That's awesome. Oh, look. Big chest. Orans and Regs. Okay, not so big a chest. What are you doing, soldier?
Greetings.
I haven't played dice poker in a while.
Oh dear.
Oh, it's like walking. You don't forget how to do it unless you're drunk. Roll a few rounds with me.
Sure, why not? The king can totally wait, right? Okay, let's place my bet. Sure. Roll my dice. I don't know what I have. I don't know what these things mean. 1, 2, 3, 5. Let's try for a 4, maybe. Sure. Drop. I got 2 3s. I lost. You got 4 3s. Dang, you really won.
I believe my luck's with me today.
That's fine. Hopefully you won't die and you'll get to spend it. Anyone else here? These are...
So many men will die.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, wasn't it you who defeated the Grand Master and put down the rebellion in Vizim?
That was me as well.
So many men will die, all because of one bitch.
Okay. All right, let's...
Come here, son. He's slipping on that shite.
That was fun. I'm glad I went there. All right, let's see.
Fucking pounding the pulp out of him.
Must be shitting themselves.
Take the knights alive for ransom.
Okay.
You seek the king. He waits near the machine. No reason to go in here.
Well, there's nowhere to go in here. Am I missing something?
On the armor of courage.
No passage.
Have no mercy.
Don't see Foltest,
Gods
Geralt.
be with you.
For the fury
your
hits him
deeds
and he
will be
hacks off your
forgiven.
head.
To battle!
Okay, where is this?
You sightseeing? The assault has begun.
Okay.
The king awaits you by the siege tower.
All right.
Gods, grant us
Let's
strength
show
to
them the
protect us in
meaning of
battle.
horror.
We ask not for
kick their
victory,
asses, Geralt.
for we shall
Okay,
win regardless.
thanks.
A beautiful day for battle. Fear not, Excellency. We're out of range of their arbalists.
I am no warrior, sire. I must admit, I prefer to joust verbally or with a pen, the emissary of peace that I am.
Hogwash! You're the emissary of the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes, the Emperor of Nilfgaard, who spared no blood conquering over a dozen sovereign realms.
Thus bringing them laws, culture, and peace above all.
I'm sure they totally appreciated being conquered, because that's what happens, right? Insert full sarcasm. All right, let's try to get a little bit further.
Finally! Traitors of the realm boil tar on the walls while you dally with the royal advisor.
Meh.
How may I assist you, sire?
We mount an assault today, and you'll be at my side. Follow me, gentlemen. Let's not keep the traitors waiting.
That was close.
Sire, you said we were out of range.
That was a ballista, Excellency. Its arms strengthened with bronze plates and strung with horsehair. It can propel heavy bolts up to a mile away. A deadly and very costly weapon. An experienced crew can cock and release 2 bolts each minute. Yet it has one flaw.
Your Grace, please take cover.
The recoil of the arms is so strong upon firing that the weapon shifts. It simply cannot hit the same spot twice.
I had no idea Your Grace was a learned military engineer.
I'm not. I gave the Baroness those ballistae 2 years ago for her birthday.
Sire.
What say you, Excellency, of men who live in spite of such wounds?
And what say you, Your Grace, of soldiers who inflict them?
Those who did this live no more.
Oh no.
Master Geralt, I wish to converse with you once the storm of battle has subsided.
Forgive me, Excellency, but I plan to leave the royal court as soon as possible.
Might I know why?
Too often they take me for someone I'm not.
What do they call you, soldier? Wait. You served with me at Brenner during our foray into the Pontar Valley. Norman Sador. Still an arbalist?
Yes, sir. Fight has not been kind to me.
Ha! Norman Sador, for your years of faithful service to the crown, I appoint you Decurion of the Arbalists. Onwards, gentlemen. No reason to dawdle.
Okay, by the King's Will updated. Let's see. At that time, King Foltest was playing host to shilard Fitz-Oesterian. I'm fully aware that I cannot say anyone's names. Totally understand. The Empire of Nilfgaard's senior emissary, the The monarch, oh my gosh, the monarch and envoy were conferring when Geralt arrived at the hour of the assault. They were conferring when Geralt arrived as the hour of the assault drew near. The confident king and the Witcher, making the best of a tense situation, moved to join the king's forces in the siege tower. Well, I think I'm going to stop here for today. I know we have done like next to nothing, but I don't want to go any farther because I'm afraid cutscenes are going to happen. A war is going to happen, and I don't know when the next convenient place to stop will be. So on Saturday, we will pick up right here. We'll follow King Foltest, and we'll see what happens. As always, thank you so very much for watching. Please do keep yourselves safe, and I will see you again on Saturday with another new Witcher 2 video.